Hello everyone, this is the YouTube channel of Veronica Seban about business and NLP coaching, and personal development, mindset, and how to lift yourself to the next level. Today I would like to talk about the importance of personal development and mindset and why these two aspects have an important role in your life. So in everything what you are doing, even in your relationships and how happy you are, these two aspects are influencing as well the power of your mind, your creativity, your behavior, your attitude, and everything that you can create and achieve in your life. So then you can imagine how important is to work at your personal development. I would like to share with you, first of all, my life story. Many years ago, as a single mom, when I was very young, I talk about like 20 years ago approximately, so it's long time. I look very young, but I have a daughter of 20 years, yeah. And at that time I was only dreaming about my current life, to become a businesswoman and to can transform the life of another people, but to can enjoying life to the fullest, because it's there about because of that. So we need to connect with each other, so we have the necessity to grow and to develop ourselves and to share as much possible value with another people, yeah, and to show them our knowledge, our experience. And at that time I was only dreaming about this. I didn't know how to achieve that, but I had made a list with all my wishes, yeah. I call this like a mind map, where you can mapping everything, all your wishes, all your personal development plan. It's like a dashboard that you can develop for yourself, and you can set goals as well, but I recommend you to set goals on this mind map and to create it for yourself, like step for step. Like, for example, if you are at the beginning of your personal growth, then I recommend you to create this mind map with all your wishes. First of all, yeah, just make a list, 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter how many wishes do you have. And then the first step is to start with your personal development and to make a SWOT analysis of yourself, of your knowledge, of your experience, and to discover where you have to work at yourself, at which aspects, yes, in your behavior and your knowledge, what you need to improve, just to grow, to develop yourself personally. And you know what is the key? First of all, the key is your mindset, the your way of thinking. And that was my problem at the time, because I'm born like in a very small city in Soviet Union. And so I was married at that time, and I had a very huge counter villa, like outside in the nature. And it was, and it is still a little bit isolated, and I didn't knew nothing outside that life. So everything what I saw by my parents, it was that life. So my mom is a nurse, my father is an engineer in the agriculture, and so I grew up, yes, in the environment of doctors, yes. And my father, he has his own job. Like, we had a normal lifestyle. It was nothing special, and no one from my family was an entrepreneur. So I didn't know the culture about entrepreneurship and how to handle like an entrepreneur. I was married, so because I was in love with my husband, and we had that beautiful and big villa, and I was so happy with my life. But you know, somewhere in the depth of my heart, and because I made my a list with wishes, I wanted much more. I wanted to grow, to work at my personal development, but I didn't know how to figure that out because no one could told me about that. So we had a normal life, and it it wasn't impossible at that time for me to discover it. Only my creativity helped me a lot, because so I'm incredible creative, and just that was my start when I began to make that list. But you know, the most interesting and beautiful is that when I made that list with my wishes, I was only 14 years. Then you can imagine, so that only at the age of 14 I had already my life plan ahead and all my wishes. And on the list, I have written that I want to learn 10 foreign language. Actually, I speak only eight, from which five I speak fluently, like English, and some of the languages I speak much better than English, because English language is not my native language, but I keep learning and learning every single day. So I'm trying to do my best, just to get the level which I truly want to have. And so my creativity saved me. And my creativity helped me to create the life that I truly want. But my marriage doesn't work because I'm very ambitious. I'm always striving to grow. I'm always striving to achieve much more in life. And my husband, he was in his comfort zone and he could not understand me. And it was very frustrating for him too, you know, so to can understand me with my ambitiousness, and I'm very goal oriented, and if I have something in my mind, I just grab it and I'm doing that. So it's like I'm very concrete. And uh, I said to him that I don't want to live in this country. So it's a country of Soviet Union from Russia, Republic of Moldova. The country is beautiful, the culture is beautiful, but the personal development of the people was not so high at all. In to the opposite, so the people didn't pay much attention to the personal development of their mindset. And my safety was to leave that country, and my husband wasn't were not agree with me. He was oriented only on, like, on the on his life there in this country, on his family, his parents, and our child, and that's all. But he he hasn't any idea how to work at his personal growth yet. and then outside that, we couldn't find a commitment, and so I decided just to divorce, and I got divorced, and I left. I left so from that country, and I moved to Italy, where I have been living for 2 years, and then signed 2007. I'm living in Netherlands. Oh my gosh, it's the country of opportunities, and it's a very, very beautiful country where I got so much possibilities to work at myself, um, to grow personally, and to study, of course, because that was my dream to study, and I have studied here communication science and business development. Then I have been active in network marketing and communication in an American organization for 10 years. Outside that, so I have had a events company for 10 years, so where I worked only in the weekends, but it was amazing. So it's so amazing because I accumulated so much experience, and I have worked enormously at my personal growth from all the point of views. And okay, now let's start to talk how I started, because I think that's the most important for a lot of people, or especially for the single moms, yeah, who don't know how to leave your comfort zone. If you feel comfortable and you feel pain at the same time, then you have to know that this is a sign that you feel the necessity to grow. If you are in your comfort zone but you don't feel comfortable at the same time, yes, it means that you have to work at yourself, because it makes you unhappy. If you are not happy with your life, with yourself, um, and of course with your behavior, because what is limiting us to don't grow? Everything starts with our mind and where we believe in. So just take a look at your beliefs and what is blocking you, especially because there are always the mental and emotional blocks. For example, if you have been experienced a bad experience in your relationship or in generally in your life, then you have to be aware to the emotional experience, because an emotional experience is always linked to a emotional memory or a bad memory, something that you don't like, or that you at that time have experienced. And if you have experienced an emotional shock, yeah, an emotional shock or a bad emotional experience, for example, it can cause to you an emotional block. An emotional block is very dangerous because the most of the people, they don't are aware of this aspect. It can cause like communication issues, yes, because you put your focus on the pain and on in the past, because a lot of people, they are living in the past and they think all the time, so what to the case in the past, what has happened and how bad that was. It can cause a lot of blockage, yes, and from the psychological point of view, but as well so on the emotional level, which holds our back to succeed. You cannot move forward inside of you, so you want so much, you want so much to create something, to move forward, but because of the pain, of the suffering, of the frustration, and because of your beliefs that you think, oh, you see, so I couldn't succeed at that time, I was fallen, I lose everything, I cannot figure it out anymore. And this kind of belief is the reason that is holding you back, and the emotional pain and the suffering that you are feeling inside of you. And the frustration, of course, at the same time, because it's very frustrating when you lose something, especially when you have invested a lot of money in something, and you got bankrupt, or you lose like everything, what all your money, and especially if you have been worked for many years, for example, like I did, because it's happened to me too. And I will give you an example. I will share with you my story to can understand it in an easy way. So when I was for a long time already in Netherlands, after 8 years like this. So I had two shops. So I was so ambitious and so goal oriented that after my events company, I have opened two shops, fashion shops, for women's. And in 2013, because of my bankruptcy, I got a lot of frustrations, a lot of stress. I was demotivated, disappointed, and the only thing what I was thinking about is how to figure it out again, and to to go out from the terrible situation where I was at that time. And it caused to me a lot of emotional pain and suffering, and I got a heart attack. So it's terrible. But after that, I was so strong, because I was working at the same time in the part-time. I was working part-time in this American organization, ACN. Yes. Their head office is located in Netherlands, in Amsterdam, where I actually living. And I had the possibility to work from home. Yeah, but we should show up so in the office every single week, at least minimum once a week, to get the master classes, the mindset trainings, the leadership, management, marketing and communication, sales, and promotion. So we got very intensive guidance, and I feel blessed, because from one side I lose the shops, but from another side I had this opportunity to work intensively at myself. And that's the way how I lived so my comfort zone at that time. It was not easy at all, no, absolutely not. But I was pushing myself, towards the pain and the frustration, because I was aware of the fact that this situation, it's only temporarily. And that's what you have to understand and to realize. Everything what's happening in our life is temporarily, and everything is happening with a reason. So it means that uh, from a state of mind and a stage where I was finding me at that time. Inside of me, I had this wish to grow, and from A to B, so I was arrived at that level as a single mom, yeah. And of course, I had already 10 years experience, and not, it was less, 8 years experience in events as an entrepreneur, because I was giving shows in all the country. And I was aware of the fact that I want to switch to the next level, to grow much more and to work much more at the power of my mind, to can generate much more income, to work at my communication skills, to become aware of my emotions and to learn to manage my emotions. And that is the difference between mindset and personal development, because personal development is about how good do you know yourself, and awareness of your behavior, of your attitude, and about your knowledge, about your values, and about the power that you have within yourself, and how much are you worth. And the mindset is only about your way of thinking, yes, and to create the level of thinking that you would like to achieve, because your income and the quality of your life depends of your mindset, of the power of your mind. And now just take a while and think about the power of your mind, and how much are you able to achieve in your life at this moment, yeah, or how much have you achieved in your life. And by doing this, just you can analyze your level of thinking, yeah, and the level of your mind power. And if you are not happy with the level of your thinking and the power of your mind, and with everything that you have achieved uh, up to now, so it means that you have to switch. You have to leave your comfort zone, what I mentioned before. If you are in your comfort zone and you feel pain and uncomfortable, it could be uncomfortable but painful. It means that you have to make a personal development plan for yourself and to start to work at that. Just to start to work, first of all, at your behavior and how to manage your emotions, at your mindset, to think different. You have to learn to think different. Why? Because if you live at the same level, you cannot grow, you cannot generate more income, you cannot share much more value with another people, because you don't have that. And this is awareness. So what many people don't understand how to switch to the next level is this. This is the key, the awareness to move forward, and to create your mind map, and to work at all the aspects, at all the necessary aspects for your personal growth. An example is I have a book, because I'm a business and NLP coach. I'm a transformational coach. And during the years, I have worked enormously at my personal growth and at my personal development and mindset, of course, until today. So I have realized that to create millionaire mindset, you have to be incredible open-minded. But not only that, but your positive vibes, your positive intentions to keep in touch with another people, to share with the people your talents, your behavior, your emotions, first of all, yeah, to create the ability to show to the people who you truly are. So to show to the people your talents, your experience, your knowledge, and first of all your human qualities, because it's there about the people who is looking up to you. So they want to learn about you. Who are you, first of all, as a human being? What is your experience? What's your background? What have you done in your life? How have you worked at your personal development? Even your struggles, you know. So I have been walked through a divorce, through a heart attack. So I got bankrupt, but I still keep move forward every single day. I never lose the hope and the belief in myself. This is a very, very powerful tool that you can take away for yourself. Never, never lose the belief in yourself, because that's the most powerful tool for your personal growth. How much do you believe in yourself? So much you will grow. Remember this, keep it in your mind. This is incredible powerful. Your belief, where you believe at, that's what you will achieve. That's who you are, and who you are at this moment, and who you want to become. And now let me talk with you about the personal development levels. This is an NLP book where I have learned from this book, and I want to share with you the 6 personal development levels. And the people who is familiar with NLP, NLP is the neuro-linguistical reprogramming of your behavior and your mind. So it has an impressive impact, NLP technique was, on your personal development growth. And through NLP personal techniques, or NLP personal development and techniques, you can reprogram your way of thinking and the way who you are. If you don't like your way to be, or if you have yes, any behavior issues, and confrontations within yourself, or I call this an internal emotional conflict, when you don't like something within yourself and you want to change that, but you don't know. And this is a sign that that it's calling you to make changes. Yes, when you are not comfortable with yourself, and you get quickly frustrated, and when you become emotional if you something don't like. And NLP techniques are the most powerful techniques that could help you to transform everything in your life. And so what I have discovered during my study in the NLP techniques are the most powerful and amazing tools, like the personal development levels, and that's your mission. So if you if you want to achieve something in your life, just take a pen and paper and make notes, write it down. If you want to achieve something in your life, you have to discover your mission, or just to set up a mission for yourself. And what is a mission? I can imagine that for someone who is not familiar with the mission, it's like a promise for personal branding. It's a promise that you have to make to yourself. What do you want to achieve, why, and how? And the mission is, how are you gonna create that, and how are you gonna provide so to another people? Or if we talk about your personal development, is then the question, how are you gonna work at your personal development? How are you gonna achieve that? Yeah. So in this case, then you have to make a purpose, a goal, and step by step, just write it down. What is the first step, the second one, the third one? For example, for if you want to work at your personal development, just write it down. What you want to change, yes, in your behavior. It could be like the toxic habits that are holding you back, or an emotional block, or for example, that you are not good enough in your communication skills, and especially if you would like to become a coach. So it means that you have to acquire the communication skills as a coach, to be able to acknowledge your audience about the coaching practice and the coaching technologies and tools. Yeah. And that's the first step, yeah, of the first level mission. And the next level is the identity. For example, if you don't believe enough in yourself, and you would like to change your identity, but in this case, my question to you is, how do you see yourself? How do you see your personality and your identity? What do you think about yourself? What is your power? And how do you show up in front of another people? You know, the most powerful question that you can set so for yourself is, what do you believe about yourself? And to help you out, to discover your identity, I recommend to you to use this SWOT analysis, and to describe all your personal qualities. And it's like the strength, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threatness. Yes, just make on a paper this SWOT analysis of your personality, of your identity, for the identity level, to work at yourself. And you have to pay close attention when you are gonna make your SWOT analysis. What are your strength qualities, and what are your weak qualities? And if when you discover your weak qualities, it means that you have to work at your weak qualities and to develop that. And for the outside world, so when you take a look at the opportunities, So just take a look, where do you see opportunities for yourself? And what are these opportunities? If you don't see, then you have to create this one. Yeah, because I can imagine if you until now have been living without thinking about these aspects, it could be like a blind spot for you and very unclear and confusing and frustrating. I have been there. I know how is that. So it's not a shame. It's awareness. The most important is that you become aware. Yes, that you have to move forward. And just take a look outside. What are the opportunities outside your comfort zone? And if it's quite difficult for you to figure it, if someone called me, if it's quite difficult for you to figure it out, like what are the opportunities and where could you find these opportunities in the field that you want to develop yourself, I recommend you to brainstorm with someone or just join my Facebook community, Business Actions Accelerator. There is a strategy behind the name of my Facebook group, that you are the accelerator of your actions, Business Actions Accelerator. And in my Facebook community or group, you will meet people from all over the world, where you can ask questions. You can ask as well for advice to can change opinions, ideas with each other, and as well to keep in touch with them, like to organize a Zoom call, a Zoom video call, and then ask for help. And this is another very important and powerful tool. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Yeah, just 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 find the courage, because the people, they want to help you most of the time. So we have a very rich fantasy, and then so we think that it can be difficult, it can be that these are convictions and beliefs, limiting beliefs. Just leave it, leave the limiting beliefs, yeah, and move forward. Find the courage to keep in touch with another people, because connection is power. And even if you have an emotional block, you have to push yourself and to go through that's the solution. Don't walk back, or don't remain behind the sinners. Just you have to walk through. You have to afford the difficulties, you have to afford the pain, and to focus on your personal development, on your growth. And this is the solution. When you focus yourself on the growth, on your personal development. And how can you grow? You can grow together with another people. When you share your ideas, your opinion, when you ask for feedback, when you ask for help, if you don't have the quality to accept to be helped, just work at it and develop this quality. Because I know I was so stubborn that I couldn't never accept to be helped, because of this stubbornness. And this is ego. And when you think that you know everything, but if you think that you know everything, you will never succeed. And it has cost me many years, and I lost a lot because of my ego and because of these beliefs that I know everything, that I never need help. You know how much inspiration can you get from another people, how many ideas, and especially when you are admired and inspired and motivated because of another people. And that, so you have to think in solutions and to create the opportunities and the possibilities for your life. And the third, so this is the third part of the SWOT analysis, the treatness. There you have also to pay attention, because this is an external aspect where you have to work at, and just to pay maximum attention. So what is scaring you, and why don't you see opportunities? What is holding you back? I gave you right now some examples where how to work at that, and a solution, but just for yourself, because it's very individual, it's personal, and you have to discover that for your individually, because for every person is different, because it's your own path, it's your own journey, and so you have to walk through the journey and to discover yourself. Because of that, so we call this personal development. And personal development is when you discover your way to be, your strong qualities but your weak qualities as well, because no one is perfect. And when you get the awareness to work at your imperfections, then you will experience personal growth. Yeah, that's the way how you have to work at your personal growth. And so now let's switch to the next level of personal development. I have called right now your mission and how to create a mission. That's the first level. The second level is your identity level of the personal development. And the third level of personal development are your values and your convictions. Oh, that's the most frustrating level, and the most confronting level for all the human beings. Why? Because where we believe in, that's the way also how we live. Yes, if you have a certain level of living standards and you are not happy with, so it means that you have to analyze your convictions and your values, and why you cannot move forward. So you have to discover what is holding you back from achieving what you want to achieve from the depth of your heart. You know, there is a lot of people that they have an enormous knowledge and experience, but the truth is that they don't know the way how to use and to apply this into the practice, and how to help another people. Because your personal growth is, or the transformation of your life is when you transform the life of another people. At that stage, when you will transform the life of another people, you will experience transformation in your own life. And that's what you have to realize and to understand. Because I can imagine that you are struggling with thousands of questions and struggles and internal conflicts, yes, with yourself, and emotional pain, because when you cannot succeed and move forward, it's causing a lot of emotional pain and you are suffering. You don't know the way how to get out from there. And it's because of your limiting beliefs, because you don't believe enough in yourself. Or if that's the first, yes, thing. And the second thing is that you need a plan of actions, how to move forward, how to achieve that. To goal setting. So you have to learn how to set the goals and how to achieve your goals, how to materialize and to monetize your knowledge and your experience. If you are emotionally damaged, it can hold you back. And it's again about focus, because if you are convinced of the fact that you cannot succeed, it means that you will never succeed. That's what you have to realize. If you truly believe that you are worth of it, that you can realize it, but you don't know the way, it means that you need a coach who can guide you through the personal development steps, through this personal growth process that you have to experience. Because the things that you don't see, I can see, or someone also, because you are like in a standard routine of your life that you are used to do every single day. And I call this a blind spot. It's a blind spot when we are not aware of the fact that we are doing the things wrong, or that we have to move to the next level. And then the values, because this level, it's very, very intensive. You could ask me, you can ask me as well, why is this level so intensive? Because you have to take a look at what is important for you in your life and what you have to change. Okay, you could have some values, but if the values, they don't provide nothing to you, you don't see results, you don't see achievements, it means that you have to reprogram your values, your convictions, in what do you believe and why do you believe in that. And analyze your beliefs and just reflect on what are delivering to you your beliefs and your convictions. If you are so convicted about of in what you believe, then ask yourself why you don't have a high quality life where you could be so happy and glad about, and your family members too. So in this case, if you are not happy with your results, with your income, with your relationship, with the relationship with your kids or your partner, so it means that you have to change your belief. And the convictions, most of all, so we are inventing, it's like about our beliefs, our fantasy. How do you perceive the things, and how do you perceive the communication, the behavior of your partner or your own behavior? Are you aware of your own behavior? Are you aware of your own perceptions and emotions? How do you perceive your emotional blocks? And are you aware of your focus? What are you focused on? Are you focused on the right things, or are you focused on the wrong things? Are you truly working at your goal settings or to achieve your goals, or it's only in your mind and you don't take action? So you have to be aware to take action, to move forward, to move. Even if you are struggling with procrastination, just make an agenda for yourself. And you have to schedule everything on your agenda. Every single movement. If you want to change your behavior, your convictions, your values, you have to work at that every single day. Little by little, you have to move forward and to change that. For example, if you schedule on your agenda that today you are gonna work, for example, at your behavior. For example, you are smoking, but that's very bad for your health. Try to smoke every single day 1 cigarette less. This is only an example, yeah. And if you eat something that's very bad for your health, just try to eat only the half of all the portion, because it's bad for you. Yeah, that's what you have to realize, to be aware of the fact that this is influencing your health. Or if you are used to do something, or to having a kind of behavior in your relationship um, that is destructive for your relationship, for your happiness, just schedule on your agenda and work every single day at that, and try to don't do that anymore. Or if you have like bad words in your communication, in your relationship, by the same way, just think what feels at that moment your partner, or if your partner will say to you the same things, what are you gonna feel in that case? It's awareness, and it's about your perception and understanding level. You have to be aware of the fact how is feeling your partner in that case, when you are using the bad words, for example. I'm trying to use a very simple language in this case, so that as much possible people can understand me. Yeah. And a relationship, before, for example, it's a part of the values level. Because of that, so I'm giving you examples that you can understand how does it works. Yeah, because it's about your values, and how do you understand everything in your life. It's about your perception. How developed is your perception and your understanding level? Do you have an understanding level for starters, for the middle segment, or for the above average? We have three different categories of level of thinking, like the low graduated, the middle graduated class, and the high graduated class. But when it comes about personal development, It doesn't matter how high graduated you are. If you don't pay attention at your understandable level and your perception, you will never grow, you will never get awareness. But anyway, your graduation and your knowledge and the information that you are acquiring and the knowledge that you are acquiring every single day, it has an enormous role, yes, on the effectiveness of this in your life and on the quality of your life. And when you will be aware of these three kind of categories, yes, of the social classes, then you will start to perceive the things in a different way, because the low social classes, so they are surviving and they are not creators. They are following the mission of another people. Yes, the middle class, they have a middle life quality. It's the middle segment. And the third one, it's 1, 2, 3. The third one are the creators. This is the people who is aware of their qualities, of their creativity as well, and how can they create and share as much possible values with the world. The third category is they create the most valuable and beautiful things in the world. I'm not saying that the first class they don't create, because there are people who work with the hands, like the handmade things, yeah. But when I'm talking about the third category, so it's about transformation, it's about intelligence, it's about high quality level, and that's what you have to understand. When you will move from the first level to the second level, you will feel uncomfortable, because it's hard, it's painful. It's painful to move forward, to create consistency. It's painful to convince yourself to grow. And especially if you are struggling with procrastination, because like 80% of the people, they are struggling with uncomfortability, with limiting beliefs, with convictions that are not real. It's like you see the world in the way that you see. It doesn't mean that the world is how you see. Do you understand the difference? That's what you have to realize. And when you will be at this level and you will switch from the second level to the third level, to the third social class, your life will transform, because you will create the ability to transform the life of another people. And there, in this case, we talk about your perception, your transformation, and your level of intelligence. Because when you are able to be aware of every single movement in your life, and when you can control your life, and to create something beautiful to can help another people, you will not anymore feel the uncomfortability. Then your mind will open, will blow, and will create. At this stage, you become an expert in your field. and you don't feel any more emotional blocks. But I would like to talk about an very, very, very effectful level, not and when something when you lose something in your life, or when is distracting something in your life, and why. For example, when you move through these levels forward, and when you are experiencing transformation and you are in a relationship, when you start to transform and your partner doesn't grow, he or she cannot understand you, take in consideration that this relationship will not remain. So it means that there is the possibility that you will break up, or your partner will break up the relationship. And it's very normal. It's very normal, because you want to move forward. You don't want to stay there to suffer and to feel pain and uncomfortability. But it can happen as well that because you don't have enough knowledge and experience. For example, if you have a business at this level, if you don't have enough experience, enough money to and knowledge to, it can happen that you got bankrupt, or you can still got bankrupt. And it's because of that, because there is something within you that you know you are not acknowledged with, or you don't have enough experience, or that you are not enough flexible to accept help. This level is very, very dangerous when you are here, because you are in the middle. If you don't move forward, you can fall. So, and you have a choice, or to stay here or to move forward. It's up to you. But when you lose the money, when you lose the relationship, it can happen at the same time. To me, it's happened everything at the same time in 2030. My relationship break up. I got bankrupt. I got health issues. Everything at the same time. You know why? Because I was walking through this transformation. At that time, I couldn't understand why. But you have to feel blessed and to understand that everything is happening with a reason. Yeah. So that's why you have to accept this and to move forward. That's about your values, your convictions. We are still at the third level of values and convictions. And it's about the cultural background as well, because when you believe and when you are in the family system, and they keep there to live there, but you want to go out, you want to leave your comfort zone. And when you will leave your comfort zone, you will leave everything behind you. And that's how the universe works. Because if you are not aware of this transformation, the universum will take everything of you. Yes, that's awareness. And at the time when it's happened this to me, I couldn't understand why I lose everything what I have created up to the time. I couldn't understand why is this all happening to me at the same time. And finally, the top. So 1, 2, 3, this is the top level. When you will achieve this level, so you will be in state to create your own lifestyle, to be free financially. And at this level, you will get as well a happy relationship when you work at your awareness, at your convictions and values. And when you will create the life that you truly wish from the depth of your heart, when you will find the courage to be true to yourself, to be the way you truly are, when you find the courage to show up in front of the people and to offer your guidance, your experience, and to share, of course, your values with the people, because that's what the people need. The people need your values. When you share your values with the people, they will appreciate you. And that's what you have to understand. And now let's move to the next personal development level, because it takes a long time. So the third personal development level of NLP are, so how can I say, the knowledge, your skills. And when you will achieve the top level of the society, is when you will be a knowledge, when you will be an expert in the field that you are operating at this moment. And then when you will achieve the expert level, so it means that you will start to create many streams of money, of income. Then the money will start to stream into your life, into your bank account. And not only that, you will get much more appreciation. You will get much more freedom, happiness. You will be able to traveling around the world. Because, that's, it's on each level, it's about your understanding and perception level, and how do you see yourself, and how much are you aware so of your awareness and your personal growth. And what you have to realize is that it's to work every single day, minimum 30 minutes in one day, to work at your personal development. Just keep reading books, because I speak so many languages. I read books in different languages, like in Dutch, in English, in Russian, in Italian. And when you will start to do this, to work at your personal growth, at your personal intelligence and understanding level, you will get the lifestyle that you truly want. Okay, I think that for this level, it's very clearly, I don't have to talk so much. And on this level, the skills level is it's the level when you have to develop all another levels from your personal development, and at the same time your way of thinking, to learn to think different, because not only to think different but to do different as well, and to create consistency every single day. So every single day you have to work at yourself, and it doesn't matter in which areas of your life. If we talk about your relationship, if we talk about the relationship, about your relationship with money, about your beliefs, convictions, about your identity, about your mission level, when we are on this level, on the skills level, we have, or you have to work at all these levels to develop all these levels, yes, to be acknowledged. And because of that, so we talk about the skills level, about your expertise, that if you don't have nothing, it means that you have to create something. Yeah. So that you have to, if we talk about online courses or online business, so it means that you have to create a product or service to provide it online. And to don't forget your mission and your values, the culture in your own company. And to don't forget your way to be, how to create it on the basis of your way to be, on your values, on your convictions, on your beliefs, and your purpose. What is your purpose? How are you gonna help the another people? How are you gonna transform the life of the another people? You have to discover what is the pain of the people and how are you gonna heal the pain, or how are you gonna solve the problem of another people through your product, service, or coaching, or course or program. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. And that's what you have to understand, because if you don't have nothing to offer to the people, you cannot grow. It means that you have to create something if you are a starter. But for the people who is at the middle segment, I mentioned it already. So how can you do and what you have to do? And now let's move forward to the next level. I always follow the instructions of my study and behavior. Ooh, how effective is the behavior level, and how does it influencing our life, especially all the areas of our life. I can imagine that you are very curious to know and how is influencing our behavior, all the areas of your life. You know that everything on our life depends on our behavior and the way how we interact with another people, with the outside world, and even the quality of our life depends on your behavior. Even the happiness in your relationship depends on your behavior and on your communication and on your flexibility. Your attitude towards your own life, towards your health, your attitude towards your income and the relationship. So then you have to analyze your relationship with everything in your life. How is your relationship with your health? How is your relationship with your mindset? How do you look at your mindset? How is the relationship with your partner? How is the relationship with your kids? How is the relationship with your clients? How flexible are you? How is your relationship with your flexibility? And this is your behavior, yeah? So you have to create awareness of all these aspects, of all these habits as well. Because if you have an attitude where you are not aware of, then it could create conflicts without knowing it. I can imagine that it's like an automated daily routine in your life that you wake up, for example, and you are doing the things automatically because so you like you are used to do that every single day without realizing that, yeah. But when you ask all these question yourself, you will create much more awareness. You will improve the quality of your life. You will improve the quality of your own attitude and behavior. Then you will start to become the person who you truly want to be. When you will create awareness about your attitude towards your partner, you will create much more happiness in your relationship. And that's the way and the solution. How can you create awareness in in your behavior and to take control of. Okay, so this is another example for this level, and the next one, it's your environment. So, and why it's our environment has different parts, like ask yourself, just to help you out, ask yourself, who are your friends and why do you have this kind of friends? Is this people who truly is happy for your happiness? Is this people who truly wants to support you, to help you to move forward or to achieve your goals? Just make an analyze about the quality of your friendship or family members as well. So, and if you are not happy with your environment or with the relationship with your environment, just ask yourself why. What have you done wrong? And why is your relationship not good enough with these people, with these friends or partner or your children? It could be as well, yeah. Another example to improve the relationships with your environment is just make a beautiful message or write a beautiful message to your dearest friends or to your loved ones, and tell them how important are they for yourself, and how beautiful is to having them in your life, and where they contributed to your life. And just make a list of minimal 20 persons, and make and send a message or an email to, or a congratulation card too. So you could send by post or a digital congratulation card. Then you will see how grateful will be people to you, or just buy some gifts to improve the relationship with the people around you, and you will notice it. And if there is people who don't see a value in you, who don't appreciate you, uh, just eliminate these people from your life. If they are not happy, if they don't see your value, they will only demotivate you. So in this case, I recommend to keep distance from these people, because it's people who is not aware of their weaknesses, and that they are not aware of the fact that they have to work at their personal development. Or if you can help these people, if you want to to provide time, and you could help them as well, just to make aware them about this fact that they could help, they could work at themselves to transform their life. That's my way to be, how I work. If I see people, I'm trying, I'm retrying, and I'm I'm always trying to make aware the people about their mistakes, and I'm trying to contribute to their transformation in their life before I keep distance. But if I see that they don't take action and they don't want to work, then I take a decision to keep distance from these people, because so that's their decision, and I respect their decision. But I don't want to having these people in my life. It's very easy, and that's the way how you can protect yourself emotionally, to don't get frustrations and emotional pain, and yeah, and blocks too, because the when you get pain and frustration, it's causing as well the emotional blocks. Okay, this is my very long speech and video for today about personal development and the difference between personal development and mindset. Don't forget to like this video, to comment, and to ask me questions. Just let's make it very interactive, and to help another people too. So don't forget to help someone who you could help, and to make a beautiful favor. And if you will like this video, you will do me a beautiful favor, and just let's help together another people. Let's contribute to the transformation of the life of another people. And don't forget to take care about yourself, about your family member, and I see you soon. Bye.